Have you with us on this busy afternoon. We go to the Simply Safe listener line. It's brought to you by Simply Safe. Protect your home and family today at simplysafe.com/sports. Evan in Buffalo, New York says hello, and he's on Mad Dog Unleashed. Hello, Evan. How are you today? What's going on?
Mad Dog, you were just advertising the best sock the foot has ever seen. And by those pictures that I saw from you the other day, you were wearing the worst socks a foot has ever seen. What was going on with the outfit you had going on?
Excellent point. Excellent point. There is some truth to that. I do think that there is an aspect of this that is not good. I think that the tube socks were a major problem. I should not worn those. I didn't think I should have worn the low knee socks instead, or if nothing else, wear the long pants. And I did not wear. I had them. I just didn't wear them. I wanted to wear shorts. Golf. I always wear shorts. But I get the point. You're right. Poor job on my part. Here it is. I'm killing Tori for weeks, and I'm looking at the idiot with the tube socks. You're right on that. Go ahead.
Oh, man, I got a great laugh out of that when I saw that picture yesterday. But anyways, you got me all excited about the golf. I'm in a big tournament myself in a month, the Clyde Invitational Tournament, so I'm all pumped up about that. But I gotta tell you, I had the same exact experience that you're going through right now with hitting the ball right off the hosel. I went through the same thing about 2 summers ago, and I'm no golf pro at all by any means, but what I was doing wrong is I was standing too close to the ball. So check out your alignment to the ball, see if that helps. And, again, maybe that'll give you a little bit better chipping around the green.
Yeah, good point, Ev. It's very demoralizing. See, that's the problem. When you have a mistake like this and it starts getting your head, everybody's got a suggestion. And then all of a sudden you got 20 people telling you, open face, close the face, put your hands in front of the club so the ball will go straight. Take an easy backswing. You're standing too far or too close. I mean, next thing you don't know what you're doing. But I do appreciate the support. That's the most important thing. Jason in Philly, Mad Dog Unleashed. Jay, welcome. How are you today, pal?
I'm doing well, Chris. How are you?
Fine, Jason. Thank you. What's on your mind now? Let me hear.
Before I get to the Mets, that was a great listen to Shinnecock yesterday. I'm not to use your word kissing your fanny, but that was a really great radio for a while, all the guests and everything. I'm going to be up on Long Island this weekend for Father's Day. I thought about making it out east, but I'm not going to. But that was just a tremendous job by all you guys yesterday.
Well, I mean, the whole channel did a great job. Colin Schmeling and Eddie Erickson and Bill Zimmerman would put that show together, so you give them all the credit. But, yeah, the show, it's a gamble. You're doing 6 hours of that. You're probably not going to get a golfer on. It's going to be tricky, so you got to keep that in mind when you do it. You're not getting Jason Spieth to walk down halfway the 18th fairway. Yeah, I'll go do Steve Torrey and Danny Cannell. I love the guys. And then have them sit there for 20 minutes when they get through a commercial break. So it's tricky, but I think overall we pulled it off, which is the most important thing. Go ahead. Next.
Well, about the Mets, I give you these DeGrom numbers every week, but I'm going to ask you something. I can't remember historically, and it's historic for the wrong reasons, if somebody has pitched so well with the team performing so poorly. The last 10 games, in 9 of the last 10 starts, he's had 1 or fewer runs given up, and the only one where he didn't was the Yankees, where he gave up 3. They're 2-8 in that stretch. ERA is 1.55. I just cannot recall when a team, that's the first point about the Mets, has played so poorly with a pitcher pitching so well.
Well, I mean, Steve Carlton won the 27 games with the 73 Phillies, who won 58 or 59. So, I mean, there, Seaver did the same thing. A lot of lousy Mets teams, he pitched well. But I get your overall point. DeGrom certainly deserves a hell of a lot better than the Mets have, but the Mets can't hit. I mean, the bullpen has vultured a couple of wins from him easily, maybe 3, and then the offense can't hit. And so every time he goes out there, it's 2-1. Plus, he's going out there in a lot of cases against the other guy's best pitcher. So there's a very little margin of error from him, DeGrom perspective, and it gets ugly. But I understand where you're coming from. You're right about that. Go ahead. What else?
So the bullpen's blown 4 games. Next is in Conforto,
4 games.
Chris.
Wow, 4
I
games.
think Conforto, he's 3 for his last 36 and 2 for his last 22. I hate to say this, he's starting to look like Travis d'Arnaud to me, a guy that was so well hyped coming up, 300 in the minor leagues, but just might never develop. Now, he was the All-Star in 16, gave him a good run in 2015, but he's just not looking that great now. And the other thing is my favorite radio host told me to take the Orioles over. It's the last time I'm going to listen to him.
Yeah, I wonder who that was. Yeah, as I took him too. Father Rob, the guy who's put together these tours and, is basically a fraudulent. Father Rob, and good call, Jay. Father Rob loved the Orioles. Told me to take them. He also loved the Rockies, and that's not going to get done either now. But Father Rob is the guy that I'll blame there. He is going to ruin 11 good guys' life in the summer. It's going to be a disaster the way he's going to handle that in Scotland. We all are very, very worried about how he's going to put together a trip. We're going to spend all this money and play munis instead of playing the good courses. But yes, he liked the Orioles too, and that looks like it's going to be one of the worst picks in the history of mankind. That is a horrendous over-under pick, and we made it. We live. Here's Mike in Orange County. He says hello, and he's on Mad Dog Unleashed. Mike, welcome. Your turn. How are you today, pal?
Chris, hello. I got 3 quick points and 3 very important people. I was on hold 3 hours yesterday. I kind of figured Steve Dungaree-Torrey had to be working the board to keep me on hold. By the way,
yes.
I know you like that. By the way, do you know Steve's mentioned very early on your Wikipedia page under the Sirius section? It's unbelievable. He's in like the first couple of sentences about the program director of Mad Dog Show. I was just like, oy vey.
Is he really? That should not be. We have to erase that. That's a good point.
You got to erase that.
Yep.
We'll bring up Trout real quick. Chris, it's a shame. This guy, the best player right now, the best player of really of his generation is playing on the Angels right now, and they're not doing that well. This guy, it's like such a waste. The guy hit 4 homers the last 2 days. He's doing everything he can. Shohei being out, all the other injuries, it's really a shame. I just hope they pull it together soon. The guy's amazing.
Yeah, listen, the Ohtani out and everything else. The Angels now walking into a buzzsaw. Mike, good call. That's a little rough. The Angels have fallen on some hard times. They don't have a great pitching staff to begin with. They got 2 hot teams in front of them. The Angels we thought would be in the mix for that last wild card spot, more so than Seattle. And right now the Angels are on the verge of falling goodbye and saying adios. They're 7 out. That's a lot. With 2 teams ahead of them, 15 in front of the hour. We're continuing here on Mad Dog Unleashed.